Bro, my sincerest apologies, man.
I will never forgive you.
Please do find in your heart. Find in your heart to forgive
I
me.
will not. My heart is cold.
Find in your heart to forgive me, bro.
My heart is cold
Find in
with
your heart,
disappointment.
bro.
I need the ointment of forgiveness
Bro,
to be
I do apologize. I do apologize.
alien to me right now. Oh, cheap words. Cheap
I do apologize,
words.
bro.
And to make it worse, I just watched Arsenal concede a goal.
Oh, you watching the match as well?
Yeah, watching a stream. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing the same, man. I'm doing the same. Trust. It's a
Yeah.
it's risky business now. Like
I've been watching for like what 10 minutes, bro. We have like no energy. Like the way we're playing, it just there's no hunger. Yeah. Anyway, what's up? What's the reason for the delay, brother?
um
If you don't mind lightening.
nah, my brother just left here, innit? Like he came to take
Uh,
a few stuff, so just trying to like sort bits and bobs. I was gonna say, CPT because I'm forever CPT, but you know
colored
how that,
people time.
yeah, man, you know how that goes. You know how that goes.
Yeah, man. But yeah, how are you and stuff? I haven't spoken to you in like probably since
The
the
last
last time we had a
understand.
podcast.
Yeah, yeah. So about
It's just been messaging. It's just been messaging, not talking.
no, it's just been memes to be fair.
Memes and messaging. What about
Yeah.
what
Yo,
one?
these guys are they're getting brave, man. They
Who?
get brave. Yo, I swear, man.
What,
Arsenal. Yeah, man. My guy just took that was curling in top corner. Jeez, Leno, man. Leno's improving, man. At start, I didn't used to rate him. But like, did you watch the
Yeah,
game against who did we play this weekend? Was it Everton? Yeah, Everton. Did you watch that game?
I did not.
Oh, bro, there was a one-on-one, like literally, what was it? Was it Calvert Lewin? Right in front of the keeper, and Leno made a, bro, I don't know how he saved that, but fair play, man. Like, our defense was shoddy, but Leno was, rate him.
I'm guessing my stream is behind. Is it the one where
What
he's
minute
sort
you
of
on?
holding his?
What minute you on?
I'm minute 56.
Oh, yeah, you're a bit behind. You're a bit behind. You see it.
Oh,
You see it.
so hopefully if I hear you go, oh, it's not because they've scored one.
Oh, no, just because I'm, that excited to see you in it. Like, it's been so long.
You're so smooth, mate. You're so smooth.
you look,
People need to know you're the reason why
you,
I
you
can
look,
even talk to people.
you're looking hella fine today,
This
bro.
Abdul Miwi Somoiwa is the reason why I can even talk to females.
Lies, lies. You had it
This
in you the
man
whole
taught
time.
me everything.
You had,
This
you had
man
it,
taught me
you had it
everything.
in you the whole time. Ain't nothing to do with me.
I had the friend zone in me the whole time. You taught me how to deactivate that. Yeah, man. But yeah, how have you been and all of that, brother?
Bro, um, I've been fine, cause that's all I know.
Yeah,
But
that's, yeah.
fine,
Fair.
fine is the only Ooh. Fine is the only. What's fine? Is fine a noun? No, it's not a noun. Is it an adverb? Is it a verb? It's a verb, isn't it?
Fine.
Yeah, I'm doing fine. Yeah, it's a verb, isn't it?
Bitch, are you dumb,
Doing fine. Sort of. But noun, fine, noun.
Nah, noun is the name of place,
Okay.
animal, or person, so it's definitely not a noun.
Or a name of an idea or a feeling, I guess. I'd say it's a noun.
Few minutes later.
A verb is like
Action word.
doing,
It's an action word, yeah.
like an action word. No, for me, like I don't know why. I don't know. Either I was just an autopilot the whole time, but
Yeah.
no one ever really taught me properly the difference between nouns and verbs and adjectives and
All right.
all that stuff. So like I was writing
Yeah.
without properly fully understanding the foundation of English.
Yo.
So like what I did is literally I just I wrote all the definitions down of what a noun is, what a
Yeah.
verb is, what
Yeah.
a you know, adverb, proverb, blah blah blah.
Man. God.
And yeah, I wrote them down, and like I literally forced myself to just keep on repeating what it means, keep on repeating what it means, keep on repeating
Yeah.
what it means,
All right.
and then as in like read it, and then just over time you learn. Like,
Mhm.
but hopefully someone doesn't go in the comments of this and be like, "This you were wrong, motherfucker! Like you need to go back and learn
niggas
that
need to
shit
go back
more."
to school, man. I know
Yeah,
what
but
hot you're taught in, but y'all need to go
that's
back
part
to school.
that's part of life, though. Like you sort of and I think this is true. If you ever wanna, I guess, achieve anything,
Mm.
or not even achieve anything necessarily, if you wanna keep on doing things, like producing things at least,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
need to not be scared of being wrong. You know,
Yeah, yeah, true,
you
man.
need to not. And the thing is, I look back and something inspirational I saw. Actually, it was this podcast by a guy called Humble the Poet, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna shout out. Thank you, Sierra, for recommending I watch that. She knows who she is, but like I listened to it rather, and yeah,
Mhm.
he said basically when he made his first book, I think
Mm.
like he had reservations or something,
Yeah.
and but eventually he just, I don't know, he just made it, and he said like, oh, the first published version had like spelling mistakes and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And like for me as well, like there were grammatical errors, but like it was sort of saying like, don't be so much of a perfectionist that you don't get anything done. You know,
Mm.
because
Mm.
mistakes can be corrected. And
Yeah.
the thing is,
Yeah.
like, if you think about it, if let's say there's, as like for me, I've done like 2-3 different versions of my book because just to correct grammar things.
Yeah.
The person maybe that has that version, that first version that has those couple of grammatical mistakes, to
Yeah.
them that book is now special because they're one of the only people that have that copy.
Ooh.
You know what I mean?
Ooh. Gold. All right. All right. That
You know what I
first
mean?
edition that's gonna be signed and sold at eBay for
It's
like
true.
10
No, it's true
grand.
though. Like,
Oh
you know,
yeah.
like, and even that second person, they'll maybe be one of only 2, 3, 4
Bruh.
people that has
That's gonna
that
be
version. With
that's
like,
gonna be Mumsy for sure, man. That's gonna be Mumsy.
huh?
I said that's gonna be Mumsy for sure.
Mumsy. Oh yeah. Like, oh, I kept my very first copy, the version where like I was literally just published it before I got my mom to look at it again.
Yeah.
Because my mom's my editor, by the way.
Yo, your mom's your everything, man.
my,
She your
my
everything.
mom's my edit. Yeah, she's my editor. Literally, I remember like asking her, "Yo, can you read over this?" Because my biggest thing was like I get confused between the American spellings and the English ones sometimes.
All right, okay.
It's like focusing. I believe our version has one S. Their focusing has two S's. Traveling, our version has two L's. Their version has one L.
Whoa,
It's
slow down,
confusing.
slow down, slow down. I need to, I need
So,
to, I need to
so
search.
focusing. This
Focus.
spun my head because I was like, it would make sense for like if an American or English version has 2 letters or 1 letter, surely that should be the rule through all of them. But no, it's mess. So like our focusing is just FOCUSING. Theirs is FOCUSSING.
Yeah.
Our traveling is TRAVELLING. Theirs is TRAVELING. How
Is it?
confusing.
Is
You
it?
know what I mean? It spins me head.
Yeah.
So yeah, like
It makes. I mean, to make sense that traveling is double
yeah.
L because you wouldn't spell travelers with like a single L. That shit just seems weird, man.
Americans would.
What a single L?
And the thing is,
Nah, travelers
yeah,
double LER, man. They know I'm spelling traveler with a single L. Like, nah,
they are, bro.
yo, man.
Yeah, man. But yeah, like my
You learn
point
something,
is, it's
you learn
confusing.
something today, man.
Like going back to uni, that sort of saved me many times with Word there, because it's like technically both versions are right,
Yeah, I was just about to
you
ask,
know.
like,
But it's like
why were
if
you so?
it's more,
Why were you
It's
so?
like, okay, for me, it's because it's a literary work. I'm producing it in England. I want to be like proper, you know what I mean?
Okay, yeah, okay.
And as opposed to like just a coursework kind of thing,
Yeah,
where it's like, oh, it doesn't really matter. You know, it's the same thing.
Get you.
Because, you know, I can imagine some, you know, critics, some really,
Mm.
I don't know, person that's very, I guess, nitpicky, being like, what? Oh, come on. Oh, Arsenal, what are you doing? Anyway, yeah, anyway, sorry, I went on a lot about that. I want people
Come
to
on, nice, come
know,
man.
I'm currently reading this book. I know it makes me seem so bad because it's a book about a pimp. Yeah. But it's interesting because it like talks about basically ghetto well, sort of ghetto America, not even sort of ghetto America,
Mm.
the pimping game around that time of people of our demographic, so black men, you know,
Mm.
pimping at around those times, like, you know, in the 19 around I think it's around the 1930s he
Mm.
starts doing it, and it's just his life, and it's just like so gritty and horrible, and you know, just oh, he's like he gets raised and like oh, I don't know, it's messed up, but it's just interesting because you know Dave Chappelle,
Yeah.
so he had this stand up, and at the end of it, because he did this thing where he disappeared for a while. So when like he was at the peak of his career,
Yeah.
he suddenly just disappeared, and people had questions like, "Why did you just, you know?" And there were rumors that he rejected a multi-million-dollar deal
Oh yeah,
for
heard
some
about
reason,
that. Heard about
reason,
that.
and yeah, I think it was because he felt, from what I gleaned, he wasn't, I guess, in control anymore. They were just trying to move him and control him too much, kind of thing.
Oh, I
And
heard differently.
he,
I heard that
yeah,
because he realized his worth and he thought, you know what they're offering me
hmm
is an insult to what I'm worth. Like, you know, I'm worth way
hmm
more than that. So I can't remember what I
hmm
know. I knew I saw the figures and I was like, how do you reject that? But for you to believe that you worth,
hmm
for you to know your worth and be like, I'm definitely worth more than that. Like,
hmm
I respect him for that. But
hmm
is
maybe I don't know. I don't know the exact, because
let's
what
get
he
let's
basically
get
said.
Dave Chappelle on here then. Be like, yo, Dave, we got some questions for you, man.
Imagine one day we might get Dave, bro. It's a
Amen,
goal.
amen,
One
man.
day I might be looking back like, hey, shit, we said we'd get Dave one day, and
Remember
here he
episode
is.
2, yeah? Episode 2, where like, yeah, we're gonna get
Yeah,
Dave
or
in
like Dave Chappelle, bro. What's up? Yeah, but like, yeah, basically he gave this anecdote about yeah, he gave this anecdote about like just how keeping, how do you, what do you call it, keeping a, in pimp terms,
here.
his bottom bitch. Do you know what a bottom bitch is, or do you like me to define?
Well, explain, because again, we've got this is not just us talking.
A pimp's main, I guess, main whore is their bottom bitch kind of thing. The one, I guess, that knows it all, you know, that knows how it all works and trains the new women and blah blah blah. And yeah, he gives an anecdote of like, as in the pimp character in this book. I think it's this book. Like he goes on about how he kept one way he kept a whore, and it's like one thing you learn. Basically, that's what made me want to read this book, because Dave Chappelle was like, okay, that lesson is from this book, and I was like, oh shit, okay. And basically, from reading this,
Mm.
you just learn a lot, like about obviously like street economics, how things work, being streetwise and stuff. Like,
All right.
obviously they treat women horribly, like pimps. They treat women so badly, like.
Mm.
But damn, bro, like they lie so much. Like, it's hard to explain it. It's like
What
lying is their
the pimp
currency.
for
But
the
the
main bitch?
pimps, they lie as in, it's not, it's lying, but I think that's not the right way to put it. It's more like they sell dreams so well. No, I know it sounds mad, but like they'll approach some, I don't know, some girl or whatever who, like, let's say I'm a pimp, yeah, and there's a girl there. I go to a, I don't know, to a bar or something, and she looks bored or something,
Mm.
and I just happen to be attractive enough to her.
Mm.
And so I'll talk to her like, hey, what's up? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, wow, what's a superstar like you doing in a place like this? Blah, 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 all that stuff.
Mm.
And, she'll maybe, in her head, maybe she's like, oh, I want him, whatever. And the way they do it, well, as the way this guy did it, is just like, he will play on that. He'll be like, oh, okay, so you want me. I'm not going to let you have me, but I'm going to make you think. I'm going to make you believe that you will have me. So he'll be like, oh, yeah, baby, I'm yours tonight. If you just join my, be one of my girls, blah, blah,
Mm.
blah. I'll treat you like heaven. You'll
Mm.
never want for anything. You're the queen. Oh, you're the best girl I've ever seen. Like all that stuff, just,
So me
wait.
footboy
So
mentality.
smooth, man.
Fuckboy
So
mentality.
smooth, man. Like there's like some of the lines, because like obviously he
You
runs
this
down
man,
some
my
of the
man's
things.
like, oh, you know what? I think I've stepped
Yeah,
into some treasure right here.
yeah. That's the thing. Some of the things he says to these girls, and it's like, blah blah blah. Like, and it's weird because it's written in like the slang they would have used back
all
in that
right.
time, and like get to America, that
All
kind of
right.
thing.
Give me a
And
ghetto.
yeah, but
Give me some
like,
ghetto. Give me some ghetto then. You're in the
bro,
club,
like,
you're in the bar. You see some fine ladies.
obviously it's a really gritty book, so there'll be
All right.
references to drugs and stuff, but
Yeah,
he'll
go
be
for
like,
it. Go for it.
he'll snort cocaine and he'll just be like, hey baby, I love you, baby, I love you so much. Oh, I might make a skull note of this experience, baby. Oh, you're making my jukebox funky. Let me slide you a C note, like, just,
Damn.
it's just, I don't
I
know.
was gonna say, are you single? But that's by choice, obviously, because
ah
man can be this handsome, smooth, and talented and be single. It's by
Nah,
choice.
man's just lonely, innit? allow. Let's not get depressive. Not like it's sick because a lot of the language I don't quite understand.
All
But
right.
thank God for the human mind, because you can make out what a conversation is based on the context. So a
Mm.
lot of it is just like, what the fuck are they talking about? But like, because of the context of where they are, or what's happening, or the scene, I sort of understand what the conversation is about.
Mm.
But yeah, it's really interesting, man. But anyway, I want to make it clear. I'm not being a proponent. I'm not being a fan. I'm not being a person that's encouraging being a pimp. It's bad, blah blah blah, all that. But
Mm.
it's just there's so many lessons to be learned from, like, because that's how Dave Chappelle put it. It's like teaches you so much about, like, sort of like hood economics and street economics and just how things work. Like,
Yeah.
almost like like how things really work in a gritty way, kind of thing.
All right.
How things work within people, what motivates people,
Yeah.
what turns them off, and it's just like, oh, I don't know. It's really interesting, and it was so hard to find as well, bro. Because like,
Oh, for real.
I heard about it when I was in NZ, and
Yeah.
like I looked for it online and stuff, and it was either, I think they no longer print it last time I checked, so it was fucking really hard. So the versions I could find were stupid expensive, but I managed to find a second-hand version. But yeah, anyway, people, check this out. Pimp by Iceberg Slim is really good. I
Iceberg
haven't
Slim.
finished it yet.
You're the boy.
Iceberg
You're
Slim.
the
That
boy.
was
Some marketing, dollars right there, man. That's free advertising right there, man.
He's written a lot of books, it seems, like from the little comments at the beginning saying, the reviews and stuff.
Mm.
But yeah, he's called Iceberg. It's not really a spoiler, but it's just something that happens in the book. If I'm correct, someone gets their, so like he's in a bar somewhere, and a fight breaks out between two people, and he's just there like high as fuck on coke or something,
Mm.
having a drink next to his mate, and then suddenly everyone's panicking behind him. His mate ducks down, and I don't know, I think he hears like a bang or something, and he
Mm.
looks back, some guy's running out like with a gun or something
Mm.
along, it's either it's a gun or a weapon, it's a weapon or something, Something along those lines. It's a weapon. That's all I know. And I think he looks, and there's some guy on the floor with like a bullet between his brains or something like that.
Yo.
And he's just like, he just looks, and it's something like something along the lines of, this place is killing my vibe. Let's get out of here. Everyone else is just like scared because obviously it's been a madness in the bar. And like his mate on the floor with the other pimp is just like, hey man, you were ice cold there, man. You know what? I'm not just gonna call you Slim anymore. I'm gonna call you Iceberg Slim because he's just like, as in, he's just not shaken by anything anymore.
Yeah.
And that's how he ends. Because he starts off being called Slim, and then
But that's how the book ends.
No. That's how he gets the name Iceberg Slim.
All right.
Yeah. No, I haven't got to the end yet. There's still more to read. It's so good, so fucking good. It's really fucked up though. Like his childhood was so fucked,
right.
so fucked.
You tempt him to get into books, man.
No, like it's good. I promise you. I shit you not. Like it's like, if I'm not wrong, I think he was molested. Obviously, as guys, you being a 13 or 14-year-old having sex with like some 26-year-old maid or something, you don't see it as being molested, because us guys are always like, yeah, all right, yeah, fuck, yeah.
I'm going to school next day like, yo.
You know what I mean? But
yo.
I think he was sexualized at a very young age. I think he was even younger than that, like as in the early, like the 9s, 10s, something like that. It was something like ridiculously early. Like some maid was like, she used to make him go down on her or something like that. Something really fucked up. But yeah, anyway, you see how like childhood can really define who you are, because he had so many bad experiences, and it culminated in him becoming just like this cold-hearted pimp. But yeah, he was smooth, man. He was fucking smooth. But it's not. You know what's nice about this book is you see the build-up. You see him learning gradually, him fucking up, him getting fucked over, him being broke, him doing this, and then slowly gets better and better, and it's progression. And yeah, basically it's written from the perspective of a retired pimp that's looking back on his life. And what he says at the beginning, I believe, is like something along the lines of, I lived a really fucked up life. You know, I went into the pimping world. It's a ruthless world. I want someone who is like square, or some innocent person like yourself and I, to read this and learn lessons of how to survive without having to experience what I went through. Like, you don't necessarily have to be a pimp, but like, if you're a nice person, this is a book teaching you how to not get fucked over. It's not telling you directly, but through the lessons I went through, you can navigate even in the business world, corporate world, you know, whatever you're doing, you can navigate and take from, you know, my lessons, how to not get fucked over in situations.
All right.
And how to, you know, how to get the best out of a situation. It's dope, man. In the actual book, it's like he pits a whore against herself because she's become really lazy, and like he's his first whore, and then he finds this really beautiful girl, and her name is Christine, and yeah, he does a thing of like basically taking her money, taking the money of the first whore, pretending it's Christine's, and basically Christine gets there and the first whore's jealous. I'm gonna outdo this woman, and yeah, and gradually he becomes richer that way, and he just learns little tricks. But that's my point. So much of this you can like apply to real life.
So are you gonna stand that though?
I am gonna stand it, bro. I'm gonna stand it. It's taught me so much, man.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna become a pimp because that's wrong. I was raised by a woman. I'd never do that. But like, oh my God, it's the street wisdom you learn from this. And it's like, it's not even just street wisdom. You just so many lessons you can apply to so many things, you know. It's dope. I love it. The lesson I took from it is basically, when someone believes they have competition, a lot of the times they will work harder.
All right. Okay.
Especially when it's more sort of when they realize, when someone realizes they're no longer special, they'll start to move differently. When they feel they're special, they can do whatever they want.
Mm. Mm.
But if you're like a boss, if you're trying to do an operation or anything, it's just anything in life. Even you can probably do it in relationships as well. Like, as fucked up as it is, if someone sometimes feels they're too special, they will walk all over you. But if you make them realize that, nah, you're not the only thing popping, sometimes that will push them to actually try harder to be a better partner.
Jeez.
And just,
Ooh. Okay.
well,
Okay.
employees as well.
Applying to
Like,
relationships. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
no, it's true. Even even employees, man. Like, you make them realize, like, you're not fucking immortal.
Yeah.
You're not immortal, or
I
I
think
don't need you.
companies,
There's
companies,
someone out there that make. Huh?
companies sell it doing that anyway. Like they'll tell you. Companies don't. Well, especially like big corporations, they're not afraid to tell you that. Look, you're replaceable. So, but in terms of relationship, that's harsh but effective.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, but it's just so much of it is gritty, and like it's just because in the book he learns of the best pimp like in the world. And this guy apparently he's a nutcase. He's a proper racist. I think like his origin story is so messed up. Like he watched his mum get like raped by like on a plantation or something, like by the son of the plantation owner,
Oof.
and basically I don't know if did he watch it? Yeah, they watched it, or no. What happens? Something happens along those lines. The mum gets, I don't know if she gets pregnant or the dad just sees it, and the dad is just this guy that works for obviously the plantation owner, and he loses his shit. The son of this plantation owner tries running away. The dad is like, he knows because he works. He's like he's a high work ethic, so he knows the woods like really well. He finds the son, beats the fucking living shit out of him. Doesn't kill him, but like proper hospitalizes him.
Mm.
In a fucked up way. It's almost like he should have just killed him. Probably would have. It would have. He might have avoided a lot of things
All right.
in a fucked up way. It might not have pointed directly to him, because now, son of plantation owner, then just says to his dad, I think like, oh, that N word,
Mm.
did this to me, blah blah blah. I don't know why. Anyway, loads of people come in the middle of the night and they rape the mum. And then this guy, this pimp, when he's a kid, the one who's the best pimp in the world at this point in time, telling the book, he literally, he sees his dad hanging from a tree,
Oh
and
no.
it's like, so that's the guy that teaches the main character in this book. Sorry, so that guy is, and the guy who's teaching him this shit, he's like, he hates white people, like he absolutely hates them, because he pretty much watched him rape his mom and kill his dad or whatever.
Yeah.
And so it's really weird, just like some of the things, the lessons you're like, like, I don't, this is a bit gritty. But yeah, you just see like so much context, and you're like, the whole us against them and shit. But despite that, I don't know, you learn a lot. There's a
Mm.
lot of shit of just navigating. And in a weird way, like, it sort of teaches you how to navigate through even the racism of today. It's weird. And like, obviously back then it was really bad, like
Yeah.
fucking really bad. But yeah, the guy that teaches him is fucking nuts. Yeah, as in the guy who watched that. But yeah, obviously Slim isn't so much like that. Slim is just, you know, he's cool. He's a cool guy. But yeah, he turns into like, he doesn't have the craziness. So arguably, maybe you could say he becomes the better pimp, because he doesn't have that like, I hate these people, whatever.
Mm.
But yeah, man, it's I have no other words. Like, I see why Dave Chappelle stand it so highly. But yeah.
I think thanks for that. Thanks for that. We've hit 45. If we hit 45 minutes, I think we passed 45.
God damn! I did a whole one just speaking about a thing. Fuck.
Yeah, no, that's calm, man. That's calm. That's the thing you're standing today. So we're standing. What's the book called?
It is called Pimp, and it's by a guy called Iceberg Slim. It might be really hard to find, but it's worth the find. You're more likely to find a second-hand copy. If you find a first-hand, I'll be impressed, because I am under the assumption, or I think I've heard that it's not being produced and printed anymore.
All
But
right.
yeah, there's hella second-hand books, second-hand websites that do it. Like Abe Books is really good, and Book Depository as well. Yeah.
All right, man. All right.
Oh, the thing is, I'm happy to play. I'm happy to talk. You know, I love talking. I fucking love talking. I can talk all day. No?
We'll see what people say. We'll see what people say, and then yeah, go.
Yeah, man.
But,
What do you think of Arsenal's recent form or performances?
Nah, I'm rating it highly, man. Rating it highly. Arteta's put the fight in the boys. Like, for us to come from 1-0 down at Everton, we're at home. For us to come from 1-0 down to win 3-2, man. Like, we've been fighting. Like, the results haven't been convincing, but we've definitely, like, I don't know, the boys have got a new spirit in them, and they're definitely they're playing like they want to win. So that's good. It's nice to see a change in the team. Obviously, they've got faith in Arteta, and the boys are having fun doing what they're doing. So I cannot complain. I mean, we are playing our extra time at the moment, but fingers crossed, it's not going to be.
We started. We started.
It's not going to be a penalty tins, and it's not going to be a Liverpool Arsenal again.
I hope not. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Thank you very much for today. Thank you very much for your wisdom.
Will I get to have a conversation with you off the record, or is this it for me?
Yeah, no, that's calm. That's calm. Let's go.
So should we say goodbye to the homies?
Yeah, man, the homies and the ladies.